même pas nous.
Gratter l'oreille, je sais pas.
Je vous ferai similarité, d'accord. On va essayer de... Okay, everyone almost is back. So I propose to start, and I will introduce Franck Langevin from Map24. Map24 has been created in '96 in Frankfurt, Germany, and is a leading development of geographical software. And Franck is director of Map24 France, and is in charge of developing the activity, the marketing its technology, and tying up partnership, including the promotion of Map24.com that he will present. And Franck will also present product around the online web technology. Thank you, Franck.
Hello, everyone. So, as our guests are saying, we are Map24. This presentation is actually composed of 4 parts. The first part is actually dealing with the company, who we are. We're not that famous actually in France. We are more renowned in Germany. So the idea is to explain you where we come from and where we are moving to, our technology, because LBS is obviously about content, but obviously about maps, POIs, just to empower all this content and to make it suitable for users. The third point, is Map24.com. That is our B2C website that we are promoting on the web, that are the source of our success on the web. And the fourth point is our the product that we have, the license that we provide to companies, and some more cases, user cases, how travel companies are using us to empower their website. So, a quick summary of who we are, it has already been said that we have been created in '96 in Germany by 2 engineers that has left their university, and it was a time where we had the first vector map, so it was kind of new. At this time, everybody was making some raster map, so it's kind of scanned map, if you like. So at this time, these 2 guys were saying we can do so much better maps than the traditional maps, so why not creating a new technology for that? And till this date, the company has been pushing loads of I've invested lots of money into creating a completely new technology for web mapping that I will show you in a few minutes. And right now we have 2 types of revenue, 2 types of activities. The B2C activities, so just promoting our public website and the mobile version of it, and the B2B area where we are selling our license. That is very similar to other mapping companies. So yeah, quickly. So one of the big difference between us and other companies is first of all, we're private, and we're not backed by a large company. We haven't received capital funds. Everything that we have developed is thanks to organic growth that makes a difference. So we are reliable and profitable, and we put lots of emphasis on technology, and all our almost all our resources are put in R&D. That's actually our difference. So we have 75 people, and we have 50 engineers in the company. So yeah, I will just switch. Okay, of course. So we'll just explain how normal maps technology works. So usually, when you have a map on the internet, what happens is you have a person on a mobile phone or on the web that asks a map. So you have a request sent to a server, and the server makes the map and sends it to the user. The problem that we have with this technology is that it's not actually an optimal use of map data, because let's say we have Paris, and with the normal roads of Paris, like Rue de Rivoli, for example, and the person has to zoom in the map, the server will need, again, to reload or to reprocess almost the same data. So it's not actually very optimal. And it implies a delay for the user, because every time somebody wants to zoom in, you have a gray screen, and you have to reload new tiles of maps. And obviously, because it's pictures, you have limited interactivity. I will stop with text after that. I will just show you how it is. So our technology is completely different from other companies, other technology that you saw already. It's using streaming technology to deliver a map on browser or on mobile phones. And the idea in our technology is that the map is not generated on the server side. It's not by large machines. It's actually generated or rendered on the client side. That makes actually a big difference. So in ways if, let's say, I want to see the map of Paris, so we don't send a map to the mobile phone or to the web. We send vector data, compressed vector data, and the mobile phone generates the map and displays it. So that makes a difference, because if you go to Paris, you go to Toulouse, and you come back to Paris, the data will still be here. You will need to reload a new map. So that makes actually a difference in terms of like in terms of like speed, in terms of fluidity, in terms of interactivity. So just to show you like a more like an example, a real example, like you have a map of Europe, and let's say I want to see London. So what you will do is you will just like zoom on a map, and all the data, maybe the internet connection is not that fast, will load incrementally, on the map. So everything is like very, very fluid. So you can actually zoom in, zoom out, and everything that you see here is on the browser. You don't need to download an application. It's actually, oops, sorry, that's actually the ads. So you can actually push after, you can combine like vector data with like raster data, like satellite images that you can see here. That will load up, not that fast, but they are loading up. Let's zoom actually here. And the fact that the browser is in charge of the map rendering, it allows like much more interactivity. Like you can move to 3D just to look at the environment, like around an hotel or any type of POIs. You can load, sorry, it's like the main map. You can load like real-time information. Like you can see here, you have traffic, like real traffic in London, sorry. So you can see actually what's happening there. You can see like radars and everything. So just to come back, and let's say I want to go from London to Belfast. Whoops. Belfast, and I have 4 route. I will just go, yeah, up, and I will ask for this route. Actually, the map is actually here on the website, but I will just enlarge the map. Our technology allows, okay, yeah, here we go. It was much better like user experience. For example, yeah, I say like London, Belfast, I can actually go into the map and look at the route directly as I was driving or walking, I would say. And you can actually push like traffic information, weather data, all type of like real-time information on this map. So that makes it much more interesting and like interesting for the user. Actually. And everything that you see on the map is customizable. So usually in map companies, you have different map styles, different map colors. In our technology, because it's vector data, everything is customizable in terms of colors, in terms of like in which zoom level the city appears. Everything is customizable, can be removed. You can remove streets. You can, everything is customizable. So we'll come back maybe to, whoop. We come back to my presentation, if I find it again. So yeah, I will. So we have a very advanced technology, and the great thing is like we don't need to load an application like you have in Google Earth or Microsoft Live. There's no plugin, it's using Java, like the native Java that you find on computers. And it just provides like a very rich range of features like 3D map, as you see, like fluid zooming. One of the things that makes us different also is like we aggregate map data from many different suppliers, not only like Navtec or Teleatlas. We have both, but we also aggregate information from different regional suppliers, like in South America, in Australia. We have like brand new information now in Africa or Asia. And we all like we just federate, we just aggregate all this information into one single platform that is available to like travel company, travel agencies, travel websites, among others. And we provide this in the same type of technology is available on mobile phone. And as Orange said, it's very important maybe to combine like mobile experience with web experience and to link both experiences. And the idea with our company is like it's the same technology that you will find on mobile phone and web. So it allows to make links. It almost allows to like control, the web can control the mobile phone. So let's say you have a friend and they want to guide you. I mean, the friend on his web browser can guide someone that he has a mobile phone, and the map will move and the guy is, so it's very powerful, technologically speaking. And on top of maps, obviously maps is very important in LBS. You can add up like real-time data. We're talking about traffic information. So it's not like a map that you will find, on another page. It's like really, as you saw, embedded traffic information. You can add like weather data, all type of dynamic data you will find on the web, given that it's like in XML or like in standard formats. And on top of that, obviously, you can add some static data, as we say, like satellite images, like other type of information, Wi-Fi hotspot. And I will show you some details, some clear example in the hotel industry of what we can do. That's the types of the list of countries that we actually deliver right now. So it's like 110 countries in the world. So we had a question earlier about like Asia, maps in Asia or Oceania. I mean, Asia is a very difficult market for most, like all mapping companies, given that there's like problem with governments that usually consider this map data as confidential or proprietary. It's like, for them, it's like military. Like China is a bit different now because, for example, in China, when you want to have a mapping application, you need to have your server in China, and you have to go through the government and everything. So it's like it's a very difficult thing. But besides like these difficult countries, we aggregate like a very large number of countries in the world. We're compliant. I mean, I won't go. I say like you find the same technology on mobile phones, and the great thing about the fact that the map is not generated on the server side but on the client side is that you don't need to send loads of data on the mobile phone. You simply send like very small amount of data, and everything is rendered on the mobile phone. Let's go. After that, obviously, the obvious question is like, how do I get that on my application, on my mobile application, on my web application? As we say, we're a technology company, so our main focus is development tools for clients and partners so that they can integrate easily our application. Everybody heard about like I guess like Ajax APIs like Google have or Microsoft has or Yahoo has. So we have the same type of technology that allows to integrate these interactive maps in application. We also have like web services. I mean, I don't want to go maybe into technical details. Maybe we can discuss if people are interested, we can discuss that later on. But like, and everything is actually open. We have a website called devnet.map24.com, and you'll find all documentation, technical documentation, and you will be able to know all the things you can do with our technology on this website. So everything is very open. You have forums, tutorials, and things like that. So as we say, like as I said, we have a website called map24.com that is not that known in France, maybe because of me, I don't know. Maybe because we have like Via Michelin and Mappy that are very powerful in France right now, so it's very difficult to compete with them. People tend to stick to their website. But we have like very recent surveys where, actually it's not 9 million, we have like around 8 million unique visitors in Europe. Mainly like maybe 60% are in Germany right now, but we are increasing in other countries. And our main focus also is to have like national websites. So we have 40 different national websites in the world, like in Arabic, in Romanian, in Icelandic, all this type of. And you will find all the technology that I show you later on. We received some awards lately. It doesn't matter so much. And based on this technology that you saw, we can actually create different applications, obviously in the travel industry, for looking at hotels or other types of POIs, but you can also look for, you can do local search, you can do like the typical map and route search, you can do almost everything. This show you like different integration. As you know, T-Online is the main, I think it's number 1 portal in Germany. So you find different integration. I will just pass it because I guess live demonstration makes more sense. You can see Yahoo Europe. So we have like in UK and Germany, Yahoo has still using our technology for local search and map display. This is like Royal Automobile Club is one of the leading route planner in the UK that is using our technology with satellite images, with like everything that we propose, integrated like traffic information. Some directory website. This is, for example, how travel sites are using us. Like TUI.com is actually a customer of us. So using us for, I don't know, not such an advanced integration, I guess, but it's for locating hotels around the location and giving the user an idea of where the hotel is located. And I will make you a quick demo. Yeah, I will finish that. I will just making a quick demo of what we do with some partners regarding hotel integration that will follow what will be quite similar to what I don't remember his name, but the guy from Amadeus has done just a few minutes ago. And you have to keep in mind that what you see actually on the web is actually available also on mobile phone. So, but I cannot do like a demonstration on this screen. So maybe. So maybe I should come back there, and go back to the main page. And what I will do is I will search for hotels. So let's say I don't have any example. I didn't prepare my demo so well because I don't have any example of streets in London. So does somebody knows? W-I-G-M-E-R-E, comme ça? Pardon. Thank you. So one of the distinctive also aspect of our technology is like, as you saw here, you don't enter the address into like 4 different fields. You just enter your address into one field, or you enter the POI name, or you enter like the zip code if you're in the UK, because people in the UK doesn't actually enter addresses. They only enter usually zip codes to locate themselves. So it's a very intelligent way of locating addresses or POIs. So we don't care. It's actually locating everything in Europe. So you just try to find the most corresponding address in Europe. So so you could actually make a mistake. Like let's say London. I hope it will work. Hopefully. Let's say I'm go from the 30s to and double room, and I want to have like 3-star. So let's just perform the search. Just making sure that I want to have this street. So I guess it's the one that you were talking about. And now we're just gonna obviously question the send requests to different websites. And it should find results around the location. Yep. So that's actually the location. The map should actually display. Okay, keep that here. And you get the list of locations here. And after you can actually zoom into a location, you get maybe the head here just blocking everything. So you should maybe do that like that. That would be actually more helpful. And so you can actually see the different locations here with the price you would find here. So you have this list here. You can obviously change that. I mean, change your different parameters. And you can actually link that to like functions like I want to go to this place. So this will, whoops, if I just close that down, and if I, oops, actually it's not very optimal. Okay, so I mean the address will just be, will be actually here. So if I'm go from Paris, I will be able, whoops, I will be able to just confirm that it's Paris in France. Obviously, did I click? Yeah. you get the route. One of the things that we also provide is what we call corridor search, so the ability that within a route to search for all hotels around a route. That's something you can find. And obviously, display the route as you like. And data should load up. Should maybe wait until data should be there. Okay, that's actually. That's about it. I don't know how much time do I have. Or is it? Hello. Okay. My Amadeus contact. Hello, I'm here. Do I have more time? What? It's what? Okay, I have time. So, what else could I show you? I show you that this type, the fact that we can customize maps. So we'll show you like an example. For example, you can see all the countries here. It's like all the countries that we cover in terms of languages. So it's like 20 of them. And let's say I want to go to France, just to show you how maps could look like. Because obviously, you can provide a map to a country, but you need to provide different map to different national different people. In the UK, they have a way of displaying maps. In France also, in the UK, in the US also. For example, in the US, people now it's changing with Google Maps. They tend to display a route like a line and not actually like a broad line, like we do in France. So typically, this is the type of we can change everything. So that's another type of maps you would find in France. Yeah, I guess that. And traffic information will be soon on this map in the coming days. That's in France, in all over France. That's about it. Oops, I should be. We just look for example, look for Wi-Fi hotspots. Let's say in Lyon. Yeah, this Lyon. So the idea here is just to be able to aggregate the largest number of static and dynamic data and let it to let user access to this data the most simple way possible and the most interactive way possible. So obviously, when you make a demo. Okay. Sorry for that. Seems to be, yeah, okay. I don't know what's wrong. Why it doesn't work? Seems to be, okay. Doesn't end very well, but yeah, let's go here. So that's about it.
Thank you. Any question?
For map data, anything in general?
Hello, Franck.
Hello, Raphael.
When do you plan to have GPS embedded for navigation?
I already answered you a few days ago. It's actually, we already have some demos that enable GPS. So that actually, I could send you a demo with GPS if you like, or with the GPS. So that's actually live yet, but we don't send it to the public for license issues. So it's already, we already have some things like that that are available, and you will be the first one to have it in France.
Other question? No more question? Thank you, Franck.
Thank you. Merci.
So now let's welcome on stage Via Michelin with Emmanuel Morgan. So Via Michelin, where are my notes? Yeah, is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Michelin Group. Via Michelin designs, develops, and markets digital mobility assistance programs, products, and services for road users in Europe. Emmanuel joined the Via Michelin team in early 2002 to develop B2B business in France. He's now in charge of B2B services sales at Via Michelin for Southern Europe countries. So Emmanuel is going to present Via Michelin Web Services 2007.
Thank you, Nathalie. Good morning, everybody. I know it's a difficult time now because you've already had a lot of information this morning. You're getting angry and tired. So I try to make it quite short and leave time to some presentations of actual things that have been done with customers and some questions if you have some. So very quickly, I will go through some data regarding our mother company. So just mention the figures. We are a sister company of the Michelin Group, 16.4 billion euros of turnover in 2006, which makes it the number one, number two in the tire industry. And we are, as Nathalie said in her short presentation, a fully owned company of the Michelin Group. Via Michelin now is around 200 people, basically in France and in some other European countries. And we provide different products and services for both B2B and B2C approaches. Regarding the B2C, we provide mainly GPS, what we call PNDs now. Via Michelin is the second player in France with something like 14% of market share, after someone called TomTom, who is the huge leader with more than 45–47% of the European market in PND. Regarding online services, we provide B2C services through our website, viamichelin.com, is now approximately 16 unique visitors, 16 million unique visitors a month, and more or less 800 million pages a month of mapping. Regarding the B2B services, we provide different content and different offers to companies. I will mainly focus on one of them this morning. Just to mention, we provide what we call web package with a standard web ASP solutions to implement like dealer locators mapping solution inside a website. We provide, which is something quite new, API, Ajax application, also dedicated to web usage. And we provide what we're going to see now, which is web services, which is basically the same thing, but on a fully open approach. The general philosophy of web services is to give access to our platform to any kind of end user, meaning that we will provide what is our core business, and our business is only to provide mapping and geographic functions, but allowing our customer or our partner to use it in a different way than the standard web usage. If we go to the, let's say, best sellers in our catalog of web services, we'll find geocoding functions or reverse geocoding. We'll find, of course, the mapping one. Most of the time, our data are finally used with some mapping support to show where the elements or the resources are located. We'll see distance and route calculation, and I will make it very clear there's a huge difference between both. I will show you an example that can be very differentiating for your customers, and proximity search, which is basically what we've seen through the example of our colleagues from Absolute. How we work on web services, we work either directly with some customers, usually large companies having their own IT resources and some competencies in fields like SOAP or XML and WSDL, or we work with specific partners that are IT and let's say value-added resellers that will use our geographic components to implement them within a more advanced and more business-focused